A set of multiple choice questions for second PUC Physics board exam. For CET, NEET, shortcuts with explanation. Link is in the description. Go to Google Play, download our class, subscribe and get hundreds of multiple choice questions with explanation. Which of the following statement is true for an electric dipole? It is true. Underline true. Okay. Total charge is 0, but electric field is not 0. Total charge is 0. Correct. Total and electric field is not 0. There is electric field at every point because of the dipole. We have two derivations. Only electric field is 0. No, electric field is not 0. Both total charge and electric field, total charge is 0, but this is not correct. Therefore, not the option. Both total charge and electric field are 0. No. First one. What is a dipole? Equal and opposite charges separated by small distance, isn't it? So net charge equal to 0. We cannot have 2q plus 2q and then minus q. This is not an electric dipole because these two are different magnitudes. One of the conditions for dipole, net charge should be 0. Okay. Work done in carrying an electron from A to B lying on an equipotential surface of 1 volt potential is 1 eV. Work done in carrying an electron from A to B lying on an equipotential surface. Equipotential surface means potential should be same at every point. 1 volt potential. Here it is 1 volt, 1 volt. So potential difference equal to 0. Work done is charge into potential difference, that is also equal to 0. So if this is point A and point B, then work done is 0. If there are two different potentials, okay, extra. If this is one equipotential with A and this is second equipotential with B, potential difference is 1 volt. This is B. Potential difference is 1 volt. Means if this is at 30 volt and this is at 31 volt, what's the potential difference? 1 volt. 1 volt. Then energy or work done is given by 1 eV. If there are two different potentials, equipotentials, then it is 1 eV. If it is the same equipotential, then work done is 0. The SI unit of conductance, resistance, conductance. Conductance, G equal to reciprocal of resistance. It is per ohm or MHO. Inverse of ohm. Inverse of ohm is MHO. MHO. Resistance, conductance. Resistivity, conductivity. Resistivity equal to 1 by conductivity. This is conductance, resistance. The force between two parallel conductor current carrying wires depends on force between the conductors. So force is given by, force per unit length is given by constant 2I1 I2 by R, and this constant is mu naught by 4 pi. Okay. Here force between, it is not force per unit length, just force. Means take this length to the other side, length L. Their distance of separation, yes. Length of the wire, yes. Magnitude of currents, yes. Medium in which they are placed, mu naught. If two conductors are placed in some medium, then along with mu naught, we have to consider mu r, okay, with some medium. then medium, in which. So all of them are correct. All are correct. Hope you understood. This is force. Since it is force equal to constant 2I1 I2 L by R. L by R. In our derivation, we have force per unit length, but here it is force. Substance which are strongly attracted by a magnet are strongly ferromagnetic. Weakly attracted, para. Weakly attracted. Weakly attracted. Diamagnetic, weakly repelled. Weakly repelled. Okay. An AC generator converts mechanical energy to chemical, mechanical energy to electrical, electrical to mechanical. It is motor, isn't it? Chemical to mechanical, no. The phenomenon in which an EMF is induced in a coil due to change in current in the same coil is self-induction. Coil, same coil, self-induction. Pair of coils, this is first coil and this is second coil. For a pair of coils, it is mutual induction, isn't it? Mutual induction. When a sinusoidal voltage is applied across a capacitor, current through the capacitor at any instant. Okay. Capacitor connected to AC. Okay. So in this case, if this is the voltage, then this is going to be current. Voltage, current. Current leads voltage by pi by 2. Then this is with respect to x-axis. Okay. With respect to x-axis means sine function. From sine omega t, anti-clockwise rotation to reach this y-axis, anti-clockwise rotation, anti-clockwise means plus by this angle. This angle is pi by 2, plus pi by 2. So there is sine omega t plus pi by 2. C. In the case of capacitor. Now, in the case of inductor connected to AC, okay, voltage should be along x-axis means current should be on negative y-axis. So this is current. Current is I maximum with respect to sine omega t. Sine means positive x-axis. Positive x-axis. From there, clockwise rotation. Clockwise means minus. Angle is pi by 2. Sine omega t minus pi by 2. This is for inductor and this is for capacitor. The speed of electromagnetic wave in free space in terms of permittivity and permeability. 1 by root of mu naught epsilon naught. An object is placed within the principal focus of concave lens. Pick out the correct statement. This is concave lens, principal axis. This is focus. If this is the object. So a ray along the principal axis travels straight. You might have drawn few ray diagrams for formation of image by lenses. Okay. So make use of those few cases and according to that try to answer. This is another ray parallel to principal axis. Now if this is F, this is F. Keeping these two as reference, this is the diverging ray. So these two are diverging rays. These two are diverging, therefore we should get virtual image. So produce this back. Consider another ray passing through the optic center. This and this meet at this place. So this is the position of the image. So this image is virtual, diminished, small, diminished, and then erect. Observe, erect. Real, inverted, real, no. It is virtual, inverted. It is not inverted, it is erect image. So in such questions, don't be hurried to answer. Okay. So try to draw array diagram, try to scribble. Don't draw so neatly. Try to scribble and try to get the information. And based on that, you choose the answer. When a wavefront travels from rarer medium to denser medium, speed decreases. Rarer to denser, speed decreases, but frequency remains same. Correct. Speed increases. No. Rarer to denser. Rarer. This is denser. Always speed decreases. Okay. It is light ray or wavefront, doesn't matter. So speed decreases, frequency remains same. First one. Both speed and frequency remain same. No. Both speed and frequency decreases. No. First one. The following are the statements related to photo emission. Light frequency 1.5 times threshold frequency is incident on photosensitive material. Frequency greater than threshold, there is emission. If the frequency is halved and intensity is doubled, photocurrent remains unchanged. Statement. See, if frequency is halved, initial frequency is, see, this is initial frequency, which is equal to 1.5 times mu naught. This is initial frequency. Now, frequency is halved. So, new frequency is half of 1.5 mu naught. Half of 1.5 means 0.75 mu naught. So, this frequency is less than threshold frequency. There is no emission. What is given here? If the frequency is halved and intensity is doubled, the photocurrent remains unchanged. There is no emission, means the statement is wrong. The photoelectric current varies directly with intensity of light and frequency of light. It doesn't depend on frequency. It depends only on the intensity. Recall this graph. Graph of intensity versus current. So intensity changes current but not frequency. So even second statement is not correct. Both these statements are correct. Statement 1 is, both the statements are wrong. Let me explain. 1.5 times threshold, there is emission. Half of 1.5 is 0.75. Energy is not sufficient. There should not be any emission. But it's given there is emission. Therefore, no chance. Wrong. Second, photocurrent depends on intensity. Photocurrent depends on intensity, not on frequency. It's mentioned frequency. Therefore, even second statement is wrong. Therefore, both of them are wrong. In Bohr's atomic model, the hydrogen model for hydrogen atom, which of the following is wrong? Radius is proportional to n square. Correct. This is correct. Wrong. Energy is, this is wrong. Energy is proportional to -1 by n square. angular momentum is proportional to n. Now, to attend such questions, you should be thorough with equations. Okay, you are not okay with equations, then write and practice. Write every equation 3 to 5 times and make sure that you can readily get that equation. See, radius is given by n square h square epsilon naught by pi m z square, proportional to n square. Orbital velocity is equal to z square by 2 epsilon naught nh. See, n inversely proportional to n. Correct statement. Energy is proportional to n square. Energy is given by minus m z square e to the power of 4 by 8 epsilon naught square n square h square minus 1 by n square. These two are correct, therefore we want a wrong option, therefore C. And expression for angular momentum from Bohr's postulate, angular momentum should be nh by 2 pi. See, proportional to n. Even this statement is correct. We don't want. The density of a nucleus is independent of mass number. And the density is of the order of 10 to the power of 17 kg per meter cube. According to band theory of solids, this energy diagram, energy 1.1 less than 3 eV, it's a semiconductor. If it is greater than 3 eV, conductor, no, insulator. If they are overlapped, conductor. Silicon, germanium, gallium arsenide, gallium phosphate. The diagram corresponds to. Fine. Value is given. This is for silicon. Okay. Silicon 1.1 eV, germanium 0.7 eV. Don't worry about these two. Usually in 12th standard, in this chapter, we concentrate on silicon and germanium. For silicon 1.1 eV, germanium 0.7 eV. It's mentioned, therefore, the magnetic field inside a solenoid is dash proportional to applied current. Magnetic field inside a solenoid is directly proportional because magnetic field is mu naught Ni directly. Here is directly 16th. Induced EMF always dash the change in the magnetic flux. Induced EMF always opposes the change in magnetic flux. Opposes. This is 17. This is Lenz law. Okay. The phase difference between any two points in a given wavefront is 0. Wavefront is locus of points which are in phase. Nuclear force does not depend on charge. This is 19. A semiconductor in which pure form is called intrinsic. Pure is intrinsic. This is 20th.